So we've heard many concerns coming from business leaders and resorts here in town that are feeling the impacts of a tourism slump this summer. Latest tourism numbers from August, they're going to be out in a few days, but the big question is, will they show any signs of a rebound? Our Steve Wolford joins us live overlooking downtown Las Vegas with a peek at one man's tourism tarot cards.
Well, that's right, but first we're going to talk about the LVCVA Executive Summary. The new one is due out on Friday. That will have the August visitor numbers for us. Of course, the July Executive Summary showed that 12% year-over-year drop in tourism. So the question is, will we see a rebound, or are we looking at a little more pain? So, any light at the end of the tunnel right now? Is it looking better?
It's looking darker at the tunnel. I don't think it's going to get any lighter anytime soon.
Josefina Hurtado is a food server on the Strip. The single mother of four working two jobs would desperately love to predict the tourism slump won't last, but
I don't see it anytime soon. Like I said, it's hard enough, and like just my income in general for one job has decreased by like 60%.
Also doing some predicting.
Despite what people think, a lot of people do use travel agents.
Travel agent David Baker. His livelihood depends on the people planning to visit Las Vegas in the future.
Overall, the demand for Vegas is down from where we saw it last year and the previous year as well. So the net numbers in total, what we're seeing bookings for Vegas specifically, are down.
One reason many of our visitors no longer think of a Las Vegas weekend as beginning on a Thursday and stretching it out to Monday. Instead, a Las Vegas weekend just depends on an event.
Now they'll say, what if I come in on Friday? What if I come in on Saturday? And in the past, some hotels didn't even allow you to just book a Saturday. You had to book at least 2 days if there was a weekend involved. So I do see people want to stay a little less, and they'll come the day of the concert.
But David says Las Vegas tourism has a strong hand through the end of the year, in addition to the Raiders games and the Las Vegas Grand Prix. We're a go-to destination through the holidays.
And here we have unlimited things to do 24 hours a day. So people want that. So those people who want to come here, even with their families, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for New Year's, they don't have to worry about closures, and that's a huge draw.
So we can definitely look forward to the holidays and hope the holiday season brings in a lot more visitors. David says there's still a lack of value options right now, but he says one of the things the resorts are doing right now with that 5-day sale, he thinks that's a good idea, and he'd like to see that happen several times a year. And maybe that'll be just sort of outside the box thinking that it'll take to get the tourism numbers up again. Dana?
Any other ideas how we can get more tourists back here to Las Vegas?
Well, I'm glad you asked. For one thing, he says events. A lot more artists are starting to do residencies here, and what that does is that brings their fans into Las Vegas as opposed to their fans going to other stadiums in cities around the country. Also, promoting activities at locations that aren't necessarily in the hotel or on the Strip. Like we've got so many parks around here, going out to the dam, other things like hiking. Great places to hike, Red Rock Canyon. So he says if we can promote those things, that'll get people to come in for other reasons than just what they encounter on the Strip. And he's had clients who said they had no idea that that even existed in the Las Vegas area for them to do while they were here.
Yeah, it's a great point, because every time I have people come to visit, we take them out to Red Rock, and they're like, I had no idea this was so close to Las Vegas.
That's right.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
Steve. Thank you. We appreciate it. So the number of people flying through Las Vegas, it has continued to slide. Here are the numbers as we close out the summer travel season. According to these new figures from the Clark County Department of Aviation, more than 4 million arriving and departing passengers reported for the month of August at Harry Reid Airport. That's down 6% compared to August of last year. The year-to-date total through August is about 37 million, and that's down 4.5% from the same period this time last year. And when money is tight, many families have to decide if they can even afford a vacation. Las Vegas and many other tourist destinations like San Diego, Los Angeles, Orlando, get this, they're also seeing a slump. If children are involved, mom and dad might have to decide if they're going to bring along the children. So that's where Las Vegas stands apart as mostly an adult destination as opposed to a more family destination like Orlando. And if that's the case, Las Vegas wins because that discretionary spending scenario means you don't have to bring along the kids and pay for extra hotel rooms. Another factor, location.
I think it really depends on where you're living. If you're on the East Coast and you're looking for a family place, Orlando is a pretty quick, identifiable competitor. What may be different under these circumstances is airfare. You know, if you look at the airfare it would take to get a family of 4 to Orlando, or just the cost of driving to Las Vegas, that could put Las Vegas into a different position. But again, I think we've got to be really certain that we understand that Las Vegas is an adult destination. And yes, we're family friendly enough, but that's not really our business.
So we are competing against some other family-friendly destinations in our time zone. That's Disneyland, Legoland, and SeaWorld, both located in Southern California.